We know many times two different labels are given to same individuals for same work, for same activity. For example, greater than 70 years back, when India was ruled by British government, there were many freedom fighters were fighting. Britishers called them terrorists. When you see Britishers came to India to do business, they have no right to rule us. So these terrorists for British are freedom fighters for us. Similar Bhagat Singh, Subhash Chandra Bose, Chandrasekhar Azad, they were called terrorists by British governments, but we Indian call them as freedom fighters. Person, same work, but two different labels. For example, American Revolution took place in 19th century. In 1875, many Americans were fighting for freedom. Britishers are ruling over America, and these Americans were called terrorists by Britishers, but America called them as imagine that time these Americans were called terrorists by Britishers. During American Revolution, according to British government, terrorist number one were Benjamin Franklin and George Washington. George Washington later on became President of USA and godfather to all President of USA, including George Bush, who was called terrorist number one by Britishers. Imagine, becomes the President of USA then. If you read Bible speaks about fighting. For example, Book of Numbers, Book of Exodus, chapter number 2, verse number 18 to 20. Book of Exodus, chapter number 32, verse number 27 to 28. Jesus Christ, peace be upon him, himself says in Gospel of Luke, chapter number 22, verse number 36. Take the sword, go and fight. After seeing all this, who has monopoly on terrorism, my dear friend? According to me, terrorism is the monopoly of politicians for their vote bank, irrespective of the politicians of UK, USA or India. If we want to abolish the terrorism, we have to find what is the cause of terrorism. According to me, the cause of terrorism is injustice. The cause of terrorism is injustice. I, being a doctor, we don't believe in symptomatic treatment. We find the cause, the germ, and kill it. Cause of terrorism is injustice. When wrong is done to a particular group of people, they retaliate. And that is the only cause. In UK, 21 Muslims were arrested. Their non-Muslim friends were saying, we know them. They can't be involved. At that time, Israel was attacking Libyans and killing thousands of people. No one was caring about it. Britishers had policy of divide and rule. We got freedom from Britishers, but unfortunately they had left the policy for politicians. Today politicians are using this policy of divide and rule for their vote bank. From records we come to know the country which has maximum rights. Can you imagine the country which has maximum rights? Is our India. And majority cause almost all. Directly or indirectly are politicians for their vote bank, power, money. Otherwise, generally a common Indian, whether he is Muslim or non-Muslim, they would love to live peacefully and harmoniously. Politicians engineered hatred among different religions to fill their vote bank.